Brad Williams, Excel Prime.
Section 9.9, top 5 tips on entering Excel functions. We've discussed a couple of entry techniques, but let's go a little bit deeper. How about tip number 1? If you want to change this sum function, just click whatever you want to change and go in and modify it. Take your mouse and highlight whatever area. If you want to change this to D14, the DC, you can see what the range, what it just did. Now, I don't know if you want to add all the information up, but then you can change this. So now you have D4 to D23. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is you can go into the function, click function. You can modify this any way you want. Let's say now you want to go sum and then you want to divide it by 5. Well, you can put the division sign there. You can put the 5 there. You're going to ask, well, that shows invalid because the sum feature throws in the parentheses. So let's back out, see if we can fix this. If we add this, we can divide this by 5, and this will throw an error because 0 divided by 5 is going to be 0, but we found a typo. What's the typo here? Can you see it? We forgot to put in the parenthesis. So now we can go internally and fix this, change it that way. That's tip number 2. Oh, well, see, another error. We have too many parentheses now. So now we need to correct this. We have C4 to D23 divided by 5. The third way, if you change your mind about entering a function, just hit cancel, delete. If we just want to do a sum function through the fx function, we can hit sum. We'll go C1 and then we'll hit C2. It just adds a new box, C3. And then let's say this is foolish. Why don't we just highlight this? You can see it's flexible. So we have C14 plus C15 plus C16 plus a range of C18 to C26. Why don't we change that to C17? You can go in and just override that. Try this. Why don't we go divide by 5? You can see it doesn't work because we're trying to throw in a sum operation with a division. And that doesn't work here. So we'll cancel this, delete this information, and we'll manually change this. And we'll just go divide by 5. And here, we don't need to put the parenthesis because we didn't bury a parenthesis behind it before. And we accomplished pretty much the same thing. That's number 3. If we hit index, we look at the different options. You're going to go, wait a minute, there's 2 different indexes. Well, you're going to have to learn, are we doing an array? Are we computing an array, or are we doing a non-array calculation? If we hit index reference, it's going to give us this choice here. We can go down here for help. Otherwise, we can just enter whatever information we need. So we go array, we want a row number, and we can close this. We're just going to get some crazy old number because mixed match, but the index function may have multiple choices. So make sure when you enter your information, do it correctly, whether it's an array or a reference index. And then lastly, you can avoid this function box completely and do this yourself. Equals index or array. Build out whatever array you want. Row number. The array here, just keep in mind, anything in brackets is optional. The array is a requirement and the row number is a requirement. If you're doing reference, define your reference, define your row number. Column number is optional. Area number is optional. Let's just equal average. This is what I said. You can do this manually. You can equal average. And then this first argument is a requirement. Well, let's see here. Average function. Oh, anyway, average. We hit this average and then close. What that pound sign means, that means it's a spill. That indicates that Excel's new dynamic calculations or dynamic spill feature, we'll kick out this pound sign, hit close, and it says some circular reference, blah, blah, blah. We'll get into the spill feature later, but this section here was calculated using the index function. So we'll get rid of this and we'll go get rid of this pound. We'll go average. And if you need to correct this, just highlight the inside information and grab whatever area you want, hit delete, and then grab this area here and hit go. Because there's no information here, it'll automatically kick out an error. So those are 5 tips on entering Excel functions.
Brad Williams, Excel Prime. Thanks for watching.